Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here. Let's talk about Tropical Storm Eta and our heavy rain threat that's heading our way. They're not directly associated with each other, but there is some indirect connection. So we'll first talk about Eta. It's way far away from us. I think that's what people forget. This is really nowhere near the Carolinas. In fact, it's moved southwest for the last couple of days. And now it's actually looking pretty potent. It's actually starting to look the best it has in a few days here over the western tip of Cuba. But you can see how small it is. But I think what's more important is look at the circulation around it. You see these broad circulation, even though these aren't tropical storm bands or hurricane bands, that circulation is important. It's like a giant gear in the atmosphere. And even though most of the moisture in the system is down here, that gear is helping to push moisture north, combining it with a high pressure system off the East Coast, which is pushing moisture our way. So let me show you real quickly the updated storm track. I just got it in from the Hurricane Center. It came in right around 10 a.m. You can see basically through, I don't know why I say 6 a.m. It should say 7 a.m. Sunday. It's somewhere near Panama City. So it's still in the Gulf of Mexico likely through Sunday morning. So it's going to stay down here and be very slow and erratic. And I would caution you, this forecast track is very uncertain. It could be over here, could be over here. There's a chance it could get stronger than this. And there's also a pretty chance that it could completely dissipate. So there's a lot of uncertainty there. There's dry air, wind shear. There's a lot of things going on down there. This is not your typical tropical setup that we would see in this, in the Gulf of Mexico. And obviously that makes sense because it is November. So let's talk about the heavy rain threat heading our way, because this is not directly associated with Eta, though the flow around it's helping. Today through tonight, we've got a low risk for flash flooding in the mountains, but tomorrow that risk really goes up to medium across the entire area. And again, this means there's a 10 to 15% chance of seeing some flash flooding. So where is this moisture coming from? Well, I want to start with a different map. This is something we call the precipitable water map. And essentially this is showing you where there's deep tropical moisture in the whole column of the atmosphere, from the ground up to the top. And if you essentially would squeeze it out, that's how many inches of rain you would get. Now, once you squeeze it out, it's not like the water's gone. This is continuously supplied. So it kind of shows you how much rain could fall out of the sky in the column when it's over you. And when we see like 2 or 3 inch precipitable water events, we know that's pretty high. So let me go through time, and you'll notice this plume of moisture coming up into the Carolinas, that kind of peachy, kind of red color. So down at the bottom of the screen, you can see that's Eta down there in the Gulf of Mexico. But look at this kind of separate plume of moisture, which is somewhat detached from Eta, starts to move up here tonight. This is right around 3 or 4 in the morning. And then we go into Wednesday morning. Really deep tropical moisture starts to move over the Carolinas. And it stays over us most of Wednesday into Wednesday night. In fact, even a big surge of moisture there. Look at that, late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So there's a time frame, Wednesday through Thursday, that we're going to see this really deep moisture. And you see Eta's down here. Notice the detachment here. So they're not directly associated with one another. There's a cold front coming down here and high pressure off the East Coast, which is kind of funneling. So if you imagine there's high pressure here, it's doing this. The cold front is here, which is pulling in moisture like this. And then you've got the flow around Eta kind of all converging right there. And that's what's helping to produce this heavy rain event over the Carolinas. And I'll go through time a little bit more, and you can see that heavy rain stays over us through Thursday morning. Then there's a lull, probably late Thursday through Friday, probably even Saturday. So Masters, there's a lull probably Friday, Saturday. I always tell people the Masters is going on Thursday and Sunday, probably the worst days, though there's going to be rain possible just about every day. And we go through Friday, that lull kind of sticks around. But then we start getting closer to the weekend. What's going to happen? Whoops, let me stop this right here. What's going to happen with Eta? Let me go back a frame here. And whoops. Oh, we lost some data there. Let me go back. I don't know why we lost data there. Let's see if it's going to... There we go. What happens to Eta's moisture? Does it come north and dissipate and get caught up in the front this weekend? If that's the case, this is Saturday night into Sunday. You could see another access of moisture over us as the cold front comes through. Eta kind of dissipates, but its moisture gets spread out along the front. So potentially we could see another round of heavy rain coming in here at some point, on the weekend. But let me talk about the rainfall tomorrow, really tonight through tomorrow and into Thursday. So this is the rainfall through 1 p.m. on Wednesday. We'll go through Thursday. I'm going to stop this Thursday afternoon. So by Thursday afternoon, you can see some of these totals, anywhere from 4 inches in parts to 2 to 3 inches. So pretty heavy rain Wednesday to Thursday. There's a lull on Friday. And then going into the weekend, you could see this secondary surge of moisture coming in right there. Saturday night and Sunday morning. I'm going to stop this on Monday morning. So by Monday morning, look at some of these totals in the mountains. You're 5, 6, 7, 8 inches of rain, and across the Piedmont in that 3 to 4 inch range. So certainly potential that we're going to see several rounds of heavy rain. So let's show you the first round of heavy rain. And again, what I put on here are the isobars that kind of show you, here's low pressure down here with Eta. Here's our high pressure system. Here's our cold front. So you can see Eta is not the only thing going on here. If we got rid of Eta, these two things would still be here and we'd still have a ton of moisture. What Eta is doing, as I kind of jokingly said yesterday, it's kind of like a performance enhancing drug for the atmosphere. It's steroids. It's actually ramping up the moisture into this whole thing. So we go through time, and you can see the time in the corner here. I'm going to stop this tomorrow. Look at all that heavy rain. I'm going to zoom in on the Carolinas. Again, it's scattered. It's not a constant steady rain, but these are waves of downpours. And remember, these downpours are going to have 2 to 3 inches per hour rainfall rate. So very efficient rainfall. These aren't little light showers. It's going to be coming down. The tropical moisture over us is off the charts. We go through tomorrow night. Look at the heavy rain just continuing over us. And then here's my concern Wednesday night and Thursday. The front gets here and it could stall somewhere over the region. So you could kind of see the fronts in here. And if I go through time, let me get out of this real quick. The moisture just kind of sits there. So wherever that front kind of gets stuck for a while on Thursday morning, the potential is there's going to be some real heavy rain. So you're looking at, this is 7 p.m. Thursday, and look at the rain that's still over us. So that Wednesday, Thursday time frame certainly means some heavy rain. Not expecting a lot of wind, not expecting severe weather, though it's not zero. There is a small chance, especially with that cold front coming through. But rain, rain, rain. This is all about flash flooding as we look ahead to this event for Wednesday and Thursday. I expect a flash flood watch to be issued at some point later today for our area. So be weather aware, especially if you're in a low-lying area or you live near creeks and streams. Potentially some flash flooding is possible. Of course, I will post updates. Follow me online. Go to my page. Don't go through your news feed. Go directly to my page on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or go to WCNC.com or grab our app. All the updates will be there as well.